Welcome back to the Buildverse. In today's video, we follow a family building their dream home from the ground up. A complete house building journey that goes from blueprint, excavation, and foundation work, all the way to a finished, beautiful family home. After years of service as Army officers, Amy and Matt are ready to begin a new chapter, creating the custom home they've always imagined. A place built for comfort, stability, and future memories. Joining them on this adventure is Matt's father, Smitty, an experienced home builder with more than 40 years in residential construction. Once the site is cleared, the ground is carefully leveled and shaped to match the architectural plans. Heavy equipment then excavates the foundation area to the required depth, preparing the ground for the start of real structural work. When excavation is finished, a layer of gravel is spread and leveled, forming a strong, stable base for the future foundation. Formwork is installed to shape and hold the concrete as it cures. Inside the forms, steel rebar is added to reinforce the foundation, giving it the strength needed to support the house and prevent shifting or cracking over time. After the perimeter concrete cures, gravel is spread again, this time brought up level with the concrete, creating a solid base that promotes drainage and stability across the site. Next, insulated concrete forms are stacked like giant blocks around the perimeter. These systems act as molds, insulation, and structural reinforcement all at once, adding both strength and energy efficiency to the home. Additional rebar is inserted inside the forms, creating a reinforced concrete wall system designed to last for decades. Inside the foundation area, the ground is leveled and compacted. A grid of steel rebar is tied together across the surface, forming a mesh that strengthens the slab and helps reduce cracking as the home settles. As concrete is poured, it's spread and smoothed to create a perfectly level slab, guided by both laser levels and skilled craftsmanship. Concrete is then poured into the wall forms as well. The mixture is vibrated to eliminate trapped air, ensuring dense, solid, structurally reliable walls. Timing and precision are critical here, so the concrete cures evenly and forms a strong foundation for the home. With the foundation complete, heavy-duty steel beams are installed, spanning the width of the structure. These beams form the primary support system for the main floor and future upper stories, carrying enormous loads and ensuring long-term structural integrity. Once the steel is in place, wooden floor joists are mounted on top, creating the skeleton of the first floor. Sheets of OSB are laid across the joists to form the subfloor, providing a solid platform that will support insulation, underlayment, and future finished flooring. The exterior foundation walls are then wrapped in a self-adhesive waterproofing membrane, sealing seams and preventing groundwater from entering the basement. With the foundation protected, construction continues upward as exterior walls begin. Heat and moisture protection now become a priority. The exterior walls are framed with high-quality lumber, using evenly spaced vertical studs connected by top and bottom plates. Each wall section is assembled on the ground, then lifted carefully into place and secured to the floor structure. At this stage, the house finally begins to rise in 3 dimensions, and the layout of this dream home becomes much easier to visualize. As framing continues, structural headers are added above every window and door opening. These reinforcements transfer weight away from the openings, protecting the structure and ensuring long-term stability for the finished home. Another concrete layer is prepared. Gravel is spread across the floor area once again to create an even base. Then covered with a smooth, freshly poured slab that strengthens the ground level floor. A power trowel is used afterward to achieve a polished, durable finish. Sturdy wooden beams are installed on top of the framed walls, forming the backbone of the next level. Wooden joists are then placed across the beams, creating the structural floor system that will support the second story. OSB sheets are fastened over the joists, completing the platform and giving builders a strong, safe surface to continue working. With the floor completed, framing for the upper story begins using the same reliable methods as before. Window and door openings are left in place and OSB sheathing is secured to the exterior, forming a rigid shell that prepares the house for future siding and weatherproofing. The same sheathing is added to the first floor walls as well, helping tie everything together. If you're enjoying the build so far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It's the simplest way to support the channel. Your engagement helps this inspiring dream home build reach others interested in construction, craftsmanship, and homesteading. With the walls secured, beams and joists are added again to support the upper floors, following the same careful framing techniques. Soon it's time to begin roofing, the final structural layer that will protect the home for decades. Roof construction starts with the ridge beam, the central support where all rafters meet. Rafters are mounted next, stretching from the ridge down to the exterior walls and forming the main skeleton of the roof. Once the framework is complete, OSB roof sheathing is installed across the rafters, creating a solid platform for weatherproofing. On the front side, built-up rafters are used. These consist of two beams separated by spacers, a design that provides greater strength and improved stability compared to a single solid piece. Around critical roof edges, self-adhesive waterproofing is installed to seal vulnerable areas and protect against leaks. A waterproof underlayment is rolled across the roof surface, forming an essential layer that shields the home from rain and moisture. Then, a self-adhesive exterior membrane is applied over the wall sheathing, sealing joints and creating a continuous protective wrap. This barrier prepares the home for siding and ensures long-term weather resistance. Inside, work shifts to the staircase. Construction begins with the mid-landing, creating a visual break and helping the stairwell feel more open. Stair stringers are then measured and cut, forming the angled supports where treads and risers will later be installed. Each step must be precise to ensure safe, comfortable movement between floors. The staircase is assembled section by section, connecting each level of the house together. Outside, vertical posts are anchored to support a future patio roof. Horizontal beams are secured across the tops of the posts, forming a sturdy frame capable of supporting significant weight. Additional rafters are added overhead, ready for sheathing and waterproofing, just like the main roof. Shingles are then installed, beginning with a starter strip along the roof edge and continuing upward in staggered rows. Each shingle is carefully fastened to promote proper water runoff and durability. Overhangs are built above select windows, adding both weather protection and architectural charm. OSB sheathing and underlayment are added on these smaller roofs as well, then finished with matching shingles so everything blends seamlessly into the main structure. Inside, framing continues. Interior walls divide the home into bedrooms, living spaces, and hallways, while collar ties are added near the roof ridge to help resist outward pressure from heavy snow or wind. Before windows are installed, rough openings are cleaned and prepped. A self-adhesive flashing membrane is applied around the edges to create a waterproof seal. Because measurements were taken carefully during framing, each window fits perfectly into place when installed. Next, vinyl soffit panels are installed beneath the roof overhangs. These panels improve ventilation, protect against moisture, and give the home a clean, finished look. With exterior details taking shape, attention turns inside to the plumbing system. All of the piping is delivered, drain locations are marked, and holes are cut in the floors to feed lines throughout the structure. A plumbing vent pipe is also extended through the roof to ventilate the system, with protective collars installed to prevent leaks. Water supply lines are insulated and routed along basement joists and through the interior walls, eventually connecting to the main manifold. This central hub organizes the valves, making it easier to shut off individual lines during repairs without cutting water to the entire home. Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning components are next. Proper HVAC installation improves comfort, reduces energy costs, and increases indoor air quality. Where ductwork extends into rooms, framing is added around it, giving drywall a place to attach and ensuring it will be hidden once the interior is complete. The front door selection proves challenging, but after careful consideration, the perfect choice is found. Installation requires precise leveling and fastening to make sure it opens smoothly and seals tightly. With the entryway secured, electrical planning begins throughout the house. Every outlet, switch, light fixture, and smoke detector location is mapped out in advance. Because a heavy chandelier will eventually hang over the staircase, extra bracing and a ceiling fan support bracket are installed to safely handle the load. Wiring is run throughout the home and an electrical meter is mounted to track usage. To supply power efficiently, a new utility pole is installed closer to the home. A trench is dug and conduit is laid underground, connecting the meter to the electrical service. A triplex cable is routed from the transformer through the woods and down into the conduit, providing the main power feed. Energy efficiency becomes the next major focus. High-performance spray foam insulation fills cavities in the walls and roof, sealing gaps that typically allow air loss. Once the foam cures, fiberglass bats are added on top, inside the interior walls. This dual-layer system helps block noise between rooms and lowers heating and cooling costs. A smart choice for long-term home ownership. Outside, earthwork continues with construction of the storm basin. Designed by a civil engineer, it collects and redirects stormwater across the property. At its core is a deep infiltration bed that absorbs runoff, reducing erosion and the risk of flooding. Nearby, an excavator digs the site for a permanent 1,000-gallon propane tank. After placement, protective screenings are added to improve drainage and cushion backfill. A propane line is buried underground with a metal coil installed above it, making future detection easier during any digging. Inside, work moves to the bathrooms. A cast iron tub is positioned, and drywall sheets are lifted into the house using machinery to reduce manual strain. Large ceiling panels are secured overhead with cutouts made for recessed lighting. Walls are covered next, with each drywall sheet trimmed to fit around doors, windows, and outlets. Taping and mudding follow. Joint compound is used to hide seams and fasteners, creating smooth surfaces ready for sanding and paint. Meanwhile, construction shifts outside again as work begins on the backyard deck. Materials are measured, cut, and distributed. Beams are set in place, then bolted to sturdy posts. A ledger strip is attached to support the floor joists, which stretch across the structure to form the deck frame. A narrow slit is cut above the ledger to insert metal flashings, an important detail that prevents moisture damage over time. Extra blocking is added for strength, especially in areas where composite decking boards will run in a boardwalk-style layout. Two fastening methods are used: screws and plugs for some areas and a flooring nailer with a built-in spacer for quicker installation on others. The result is a strong, clean deck surface that matches the home's overall craftsmanship. Metal trim is added around windows and other exterior features, improving durability and giving the home a modern finish. Siding installation begins next, combining traditional lap siding with board and batten accents. Before the siding is attached, a breathable drainage plane is stapled to the walls, allowing trapped moisture to escape. The garage openings, originally framed for 9-foot doors, are reduced to 8 feet to save costs. Reinforced goalpost supports are added inside for strength, and garage door bucks are installed, so trimming won't be necessary later. Once the new doors are mounted, their smooth, quiet operation is immediately noticeable, adding both convenience and curb appeal to the home. Attention returns to the porch, where a metal roof is installed. Textured black panels are chosen for their durability and clean, modern aesthetic. Each piece overlaps the rib of the previous panel, then is fastened securely, forming a long-lasting protective layer. The porch posts are plastered and painted, and deck railings are added, improving safety while giving the entrance a welcoming, finished look. As exterior work continues, a drilling crew arrives to create the private well system. Boring deep through soil and bedrock, they eventually reach dependable groundwater. A casing is set to protect the well, and a trench is dug to route piping into the house. Inside, the line connects to a pump and filtration setup capable of providing strong, reliable water pressure. Back inside, interior finish work brings warmth and personality to the home. Custom window casings made from poplar are installed, along with baseboards featuring trim caps, a refined detail that elevates the interior style. Doors arrive for over 30 openings and are carefully fitted, aligned, and hung. One of the most striking design touches is the addition of faux ceiling beams in the living room. Pre-stained for contrast and depth, they create architectural character and complement the home's inviting look. Outside, landscaping transforms the property. The uneven yard is graded and covered with topsoil. A hydroseeding crew then sprays a slurry mixture across the surface, combining seed, mulch, fertilizer, and water to encourage rapid, even growth. Within weeks, the property shifts from bare ground into a soft, green lawn that frames the house beautifully. Inside the kitchen, the design vision finally comes to life. A deep navy color palette, gold accents, and a spacious island with a farmhouse sink are installed. Quartz countertops are added later, completing the heart of the home. Appliances are brought in, including a double oven, refrigerator, and vent hood, turning the space into a fully functional cooking and gathering area. Tongue and groove flooring is installed and sanded smooth. After testing various finishes, a subtle whitewash tone is chosen to highlight the natural grain while keeping the interior bright and cozy. On the staircase, metal balusters are measured and secured, adding strength and elegance to the railing system. Bathroom construction continues using rigid foam shower boards with a pre-pitched base, ensuring proper drainage and waterproofing. Once the base is secured, wall tiles are installed with precise spacing before being finished with a grout. The result is a stylish yet highly practical bathroom design. As the project nears completion, thoughtful details continue to appear, including a fenced-in yard space for the family dog, making the outdoor area feel welcoming and safe. After months of planning, building, and teamwork, Amy and Matt's dream home finally stands finished. This custom-built house represents determination, craftsmanship, and years of dedication. A true Army family home designed for comfort, resilience, and memories that will last a lifetime. If this build inspired you, consider subscribing for more incredible home building stories and inspiring DIY projects. And thank you for watching this journey from foundation to forever home.